We thought we were going to be hosting this just at like our apartment building's common spaces. But if you know me, you know that I have no fucking chill. So I couldn't just like go to our common spaces and do that. I start looking at different venue options and getting a few quotes for places. And then it hit me. If we are hosting a Halloween party, we need a venue to match that energy. And there's a pirate ship boat here in Seattle. So I go to their website. The only date that they have listed on the website for private sailing in the month of October is quite literally the date that we have already been telling everyone. The other piece of why the boat worked was I was really struggling with not wanting to do it at night because I wanted daylight for photos and just like, I didn't want this to be some like crazy 2 a.m. party thing. I don't know. I just like want like I want a darty. So it felt like a sign that this was the only day that was available and we literally booked it on the spot. But this is where the real planning and the ruse starts coming into play. I was trying to come up with a cover story for what we could use for this other than just a Halloween party because I had to explain, since we're obviously paying for this, I had to explain like why this would be free because we can't tell them we're paying for this. Like they would be like, what are you talking about? That's so expensive. And I also needed an explanation for why there would be a lot of cameras around when they get on the boat because I wanted to show up in Halloween costumes and do like a mic drop moment where we reveal that it's our wedding. And obviously I want cameras there to catch all of that. So like why do we have all these cameras and photographers? So here's the cover story that we came up with. A lot of our friends always think that I'm like scheming up something or whatnot. I mean, I'm also really bad at keeping secrets. So I was like, this cover story also needs to have some component of it that keeps them guessing to where their focus is on something completely different that they would never even think that this is a wedding, which is why we came up with this idea. I told everyone that I am working with the venue as like an influencer, that they offered to give us the space, an open bar for 2 hours, as long as we let them take photos and videos for their marketing material to market their own Halloween party that they're hosting the following weekend. So this also allowed me to put the pressure on people to really make sure that their costumes stood out. And the little decoy thing that I was telling everyone is that the venue wanted me to keep it a secret because they wanted to do like a grand reveal of everyone walking into the space when we get there and take a bunch of photos and videos of those reactions. So I can't share the location with you guys. This has kept everyone so busy. I'm so glad we did that. Everyone has been trying to get the location of this place out of me. And I don't think anyone's being like, I wonder if this could be a wedding today. So that's been incredible. This also helped me explain the time of the party. We're having it around noon. And I was like, oh yeah, the venue wants it to be earlier in the day for better lighting, blah, blah, blah. Just really pumping them full of fake information. I had vetted this story from every single which way of like, okay, what holes are in this story? Because if there are any holes, our friends will find them. Then my brother was visiting one weekend here in Seattle. I actually found out that he was already planning on being in Seattle that weekend, which was perfect. I didn't have to even try and convince him to come up here for this party. And he was like, what's the theme of the party? And I was like, well, it's a Halloween party. He was like, yeah, but is there like another theme? Basically, it came down to like, maybe we could add like an additional, not just Halloween theme, but like something a bit more specific.